Okay, I don't think you can hear me through the mumble, so I'm gonna be typing down a countdown in the mumble chats, so... yeah, alright, give us a second. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Less. Level 1. Completed. Ready. Less. Level 2.
So this game here is called Meteor Prime Pinball. It's I believe it's developed by Nintendo, and basically you play as Supersonic, and your goal pretty much is to play through this league, just like bat the ball across the screen as hard as you can, and eventually your ultimate goal is to face off against the Pirates in the World Series. So right now he just did pretty well. I think he just got a double, so that'll really help him out a lot.
Completed. Select destination.
A pretty good game. I saw it being played once. Pretty interesting. I don't know if he knows about the ground rule double glitch, but Like, if he pulls it off, that would be pretty cool. So what's going on right now is that the pitcher is just like filling in some time, just like throwing the ball to the outfielders, just like getting some practice in, making sure her arm is good and ready for the next batter.
Scanning. Combat ready.
So it looks like now we're going up to this looks like Toronto. I guess we must be playing the Blue Jays in this map. They're a little harder than the last players, so like hopefully it won't be too much of a problem. But I know Uchiha has been practicing a lot, been really training his batter skills.
Freeze on. Mines. Level 1.
I think last time I watched him play, he stole like 7 bases. It was pretty exciting. Oh man, was that? It looked like he got a home run. I think that might have been a foul. This is like really close to the line there. It's like right up there in the back corner.
Missile acquired.
There we go. Yeah, unfortunately with a different way we're setting this up, I have a little bit of a delay. Even if I could fix it here. A lot better. Okay.
Artifact collected. Select destination. Talent overload. Level 1. Rock islet. Wall rock. Rock.
So on this map, what you want to do is like you want to manipulate the RNG into giving you like a lot of balls, and like if you get 4 balls, then you can walk. You could just like get free bases that way, and you're really lucky. It should be a really easy match. Like you only have so much time to do it in, so it's a bit of a challenge.
Complete. Scanning. Fall.
I remember like reading in Nintendo Power that this was like nominated for an Oscar for like best supporting cast in video games. This is a pretty well-known game, I think. Like you can really see him shine in this area where there's just like so many things going on at once, so many balls to juggle. And then they just really come together to make this a more interesting scene.
Usually.
So he's hoping to get it into the top of that ship for a hole-in-one, and like generally you'll wanna get there in as few hits as possible.
Rock.
And you get more points that way.
Usually.
So you'll have seen earlier there's this new wall jump mechanic in this version of Metroid Prime. It's pretty cool. Like unlike in Echoes and Corruption, you don't need screw attack to get it. You could just like bounce up the walls anytime.
Usually.
A little tricky though, so. If you get it wrong, like I'd worry about falling out of bounds or something. Because you know how hit detection works in 3D shooters.
Scanning. Powerful. Ready.
So you'll notice in the middle there, like the letters will spell out Samu. That's actually a reference to a big attraction on the west coast of the US. There was once a whale called Shamu, and it's basically they didn't want to get in trouble with copyright, so they had to change the spellings a little bit.
So who likes this theme? This mini boss theme?
Prime has pretty good music. Alright, so now like all the letters are lit up, it spells out Samus, so now there's like multiple of them.
Complete.
And basically there's a bunch of these purple recolors of Tingle that are chasing after him. It's kind of a dirty tactic, but well, what are you gonna do? It's just bad RNG.
Hurry up. Activated.
You would think the refs would put them in the penalty box or something, but they just keep coming.
Usually. Hurry up. Onboarding. Bonus. completed. All artifacts collected.
And I should pick up this game and learn it one day.
Frenzy.
I'm not sure what the record is, but it does have an end of the game. It basically follows the Metroid Prime storyline. You can just go from map to map. And sometimes when you defeat enemies, you get these little figurines of mountains with a sun on top of them, which symbolize the adventurer's spirit. And you return those to the museum for cash to buy various upgrades.
4, 3, 2, 1. Load completed. Wall locked. Metroid menu. Level 2. Discussion connected.
I don't know why, for some reason, Samus decided to park her ship on the field. It seems like a really risky strategy, because, like, in the middle of the ball game, there's a pretty good chance you're gonna take a lot of damage. You might crack the windshield. A lot of things can happen, and, like, it would be a pretty costly repair bill. But I don't know, maybe it saves time. I guess, like, the parking lot has a lot of randomness in terms of availability and proximity of the parking spaces, so I guess on the field is probably the best you can do.
Select destination. Artifact Temple. Level 1. And that Metroid in the middle, it looks like he's gonna try to steal the base, but no, luckily Samus got him out in time. That was a pretty clutch play right there. And once again, I apologize for the kind of delay between commentary and the gameplay, because there's unfortunately there's like time zones differences, so because I'm a little bit further west, I'm seeing his feed a few minutes later. So now there's this dark fairy that you have to fight, and like you have to do enough damage to it to purify it, and eventually it'll lighten up and like I think it gives you Din's Fire when you complete the mission, and that's useful later on because it helps out a lot with a couple of boss fights. So they fixed this version from previous versions of Metroid Prime, in which Boost Ball does pretty much finishes off the boss. Like it just ends the first phase instantly. But like a lot of this route has changed since Miles' Prime run earlier. And he's trying to do, like, he's supposed to be in Morph Ball as long as he can, like, in the game, but sometimes during cutscenes it'll unmorph Samus just for cutscene purposes. It still counts as the Morph Ball only run though. I remember the spider being pretty tough. Like when I first encountered it in StarCraft, like it was a big challenge. But in this game's, it can still give you trouble, but there are some speed tricks to make it easier. So. And sometimes, if you're really lucky, you could score back-to-back home runs in this field because it's like smaller than the others. And overall, I think this is said to be a pretty good game. Okay, and it looks like you just beat the game.
Awesome.
So, congratulations, Uchiha. I don't know what your personal best is, but that's a really good time. 23:48, I believe. Really good, well done.
So 23:48, right? I think 23:48.
We said, I think.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Uchiha, for running this game. That was pretty entertaining to watch. And thanks a lot, JaggerG, for filling in and providing interesting, fun commentary.
Yeah, I played similar games like it, so I knew a little bit about what was going on.
think we have some credits going on, and I guess we'll wait for the credits to scroll through. After that, we are going to dive straight into Metroid Prime 1 100%. Right after that, we're going to have Am I doing Metroid Prime Hunters 100%, then I'm going to be running Prime 2 100%, then Prime 3 100%, and then we'll be closing out the marathon with Super Metroid 100% by Cop Power. I forgot to mention Malice is doing Metroid Prime 1 100%, so that's the next game. And so we'll be getting that set up after these credits are done. So stay tuned and get ready for the continuation of the 100% Metroid Prime block. Woo!
Such a good marathon so far. Let's keep it going.